8:45. This is the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation. Here is the news, edited by Lal Malabarachi and read by Indrani Senanayake. The headlines. Minister Kehelia Rambukwala says that the government is committed to steer the country towards prosperity even amidst the COVID-19 pandemic. The government has provided a sum of 2.48 billion rupees to provide relief to the pandemic-affected residents of the Colombo district. COVID-19. Recovery is near 15,000. The total number of cases reported in the country thus far reached 20,795. The cyclonic storm Niva over the southwest Bay of Bengal may cause showers, high winds and sudden roughness in sea areas around the island. A new army unit has been established for disaster management. News from overseas. Trump accepts US presidency transition to Biden must begin. Minister Kehelia Rambukwala says that the government is committed to steer the country towards prosperity even amid the COVID-19 pandemic. Addressing the media at the Government Information Department today, the minister said that the government is able to contain the second wave of the pandemic successfully. Measures have already been taken to provide relief to all the people who have been affected. The Colombo District Secretary Pradeep Yasaratna says that the government has provided a sum of 2,476 million rupees to provide relief to the residents of the Colombo district who have been affected by the COVID-19 pandemic. So far, 455,076 people have been provided with the 5,000 rupee allowance. At a media briefing held at the Government Information Department today, the District Secretary further said that 13 police divisions in the Colombo district have been isolated, including 6 flats, and 8,486 families have been provided with essential items at a cost of 86 million rupees. The distribution of relief bags to these people for the second time commenced yesterday. He also said that appeals have been filed regarding those not receiving these relief measures, adding that it is sufficient to call the Grama Niladari, Divisional Secretary, District Secretary or the Rural Development Committee for such matters. The total number of persons who have recovered from COVID-19 in Sri Lanka has increased to 14,964, with 456 more persons recovering today. Meanwhile, the National Operations Centre for the Prevention of the COVID-19 outbreak says that another 287 persons have been tested positive for the novel coronavirus today. According to the Health Promotion Bureau, 5,643 COVID-19 patients are still receiving treatment, while 462 suspected COVID-19 patients are under observation. Accordingly, the total number of cases affiliated to the Minuangoda and Paliagoda COVID-19 cluster has climbed to 17,265. This also brings the total number of coronavirus cases reported in the country thus far to 20,795. This news comes to you from the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation.
A giant interest rate for your fixed deposit that you deposit this month. Enjoy special interest rates based on deposit amount and the government security. Call 0718 800 999.
We continue with the local segment of news. The committee stage budget debate took place on the second day today. Expenditure votes for the Ministries of Buddha Sasana, Religious and Cultural Affairs, Public Service, Provincial Council and Provincial Administration, State Ministries of National Heritage, Performing Arts, Folk Artists, Promotion Affairs and Provincial Councils and Administration were debated today. Taking part in the debate, Vasudeva Nanayakkara said that public servants should be made proficient in the Sinhala, Tamil and English languages. MP Geetha Kumarasinghe, taking part in the debate, said that steps should be taken for the benefit of artists in all fields, including the film hall owners. MP Varuna Liyanage requested that the employees of local bodies who have not been made permanent should be made permanent. MP Pramita Bandara Thenakon pointed out that the present government has prepared the background for public servants to work without fear. The list of graduates elected for employment has been released by the Ministry of Public Services, provincial councils and local government after appeals were filed regarding the employment program. The government made the decision to recruit over 60,000 graduates and proceeded to set up a program. However, it was halted due to the COVID-19 pandemic. The TV MP leader and parliamentarian Sivanesa Thurai Chandrakanthan alias Pelian has been granted bail by the Batticaloa High Court. The Batticaloa District MP was ordered release on bail by Batticaloa High Court Judge T. Vigneswaram. When the case filed over the murder of former TNA MP Joseph Pararasasingham was taken up today. 4 other defendants in the case, who were in remand custody, were also granted bail by the court. Pelian had been in remand custody since his arrest on the 11th of October 2015 in connection with the assassination of the late Tamil politician Joseph Pararasasingham, who was shot dead on Christmas Eve in 2005. Next, we take a look at the main news story.
An important announcement from HDFC Bank. A giant interest rate for your fixed deposit that you deposit this month. Enjoy special interest rates based on deposit amount and the government security. Call 0718 800 999. HDFC.
A mother knows the pain of each member of the family. Siddhalepa, the trusted relief for aches and pains.
An effective therapy for relief from cold, sneezing, flu, headaches, swelling due to toothaches, rheumatic, discomforts, and muscular aches and pains. Siddhalepa, the Vidya Mahatmya in every home.
The main news story is brought to you by Siddhalepa Vidya Mahatmya.
The Army Commander, Lieutenant General Shavendra Silva, says that a new Army division, Special Forces for Disaster Management, has been established as the 58th Division of the Sri Lanka Army recently. The main duty of this division is to deal with landslides, floods, fires and other emergencies that occur. The Army Commander said that this division has already commenced training and will continue to train the Army Infantry Regiment in future. That was the main news story. A look at Watchlight next.
The main news story was brought to you by Siddhalepa Vidya Mahatmya. Brush your teeth twice a day for healthy teeth and gums. Supiriviki and Kakulu, your trusted brands in oral care for many years.
Supiriviki Ayurvedic toothpaste for adults. Kakulu Ayurvedic toothpaste for kids. 9 Ayurvedic ingredients of Supiriviki will protect your teeth and strengthen your gums. Supiriviki and Kakulu, products from Siddhalepa.
Watchlight. The Minister of Environment, Mahinda Amarveera, says that the next environmental problem will be face masks. He stated that many people do not know how to dispose of the used face masks properly. The Minister pointed out that improperly disposed face masks may cause the spread of the COVID-19 virus. That was Watchlight. A bulletin of world news will follow. The headlines: Trump accepts U.S. President's transition to Biden must begin. 26,000 Afghan children killed or maimed by Afghanistan war since 2005. Metal monolith found by helicopter crew in Utah desert. Donald Trump has accepted that a formal U.S. transition should begin for President-elect Joe Biden to take office. The president said the federal agency overseeing the handover must do what needs to be done, even as he vowed to keep contesting his election defeat. The General Services Administration, GSA, said that it was acknowledging Mr. Biden as the apparent winner. It came as Mr. Biden's victory in the state of Michigan was officially certified, a major blow to Mr. Trump. An average of 5 children have been killed or wounded every day for the past 14 years in war-torn Afghanistan, a charity has found. Data from the UN showed at least 26,025 children were killed or maimed from 2005 to 2019, said Save the Children. The charity has urged donor nations to protect the future of Afghan children ahead of a key meeting in Geneva. Violence has been rising in Afghanistan amid stalled peace talks and US troop withdrawals. A strange metal monolith has been discovered in the Utah desert by a helicopter crew, leaving local authorities baffled. Wildlife officials spotted the unusual object while counting sheep during a flyover in a remote southeastern area of the U.S. state. They said the structure had been planted in the ground between the red rock. There was no indication who installed the monolith, which was about 10 to 12 feet or 3.6 meters tall. To end this bulletin of world news, the headlines again. Trump accepts U.S. presidency transition to Biden must begin. 26,000 Afghan children killed or maimed by Afghanistan war since 2005. Metal monolith found by helicopter crew in Utah desert. That ends this bulletin of world news. Development news is up next. The construction of the 5-story building complex of the Ambalipatia Hospital, which was halted in 2015, recommenced after a site visit paid by Sabaragama Provincial Governor Tikiri Kobbeakadua. 37 million rupees has been allocated for the first phase of the building complex under the provisions of the Ministry of Health. The 5-story building will provide room for a number of hospital-related services, including the outpatient department and a ward complex. That was a look at development news. Sports news is up next. The London Stadium will stage a midweek Diamond League athletics meeting next July, after the 2021 provincial schedule was announced. The meeting will take place on Tuesday, the 13th of July, 10 days before the start of the rescheduled Tokyo Olympics. However, Gateshead International Stadium, which was due to host a meeting, has not been included. That was sports news. Business news follows.
Empower your dreams with NSV Wings. NSV Wings. Recharge the high goals.
Business news. Sponsored by National Savings Bank, the safest place for your money.
Business news. As the authorized reseller for Apple devices, Mobitel will offer the new iPhone 12 lineup, including iPhone 12 Pro, iPhone 12 Pro Max, iPhone 12, and iPhone 12 Mini. With a beautiful all-new design, iPhone 12 models feature unparalleled new camera systems, edge-to-edge Super Retina XDR displays for a more immersive viewing experience. The biggest jump in durability with the ceramic shield front cover and Apple-designed A14 Bionic chip, the fastest chip in a smartphone. Customers will be able to order iPhone 12 Pro and iPhone 12 beginning November the 27th. That was a look at business news. Economic news is up next.
Business news. Sponsored by National Savings Bank, the safest place for your money.
The wait is over and it's time for you to experience happiness. It's time to remap the graph for success. It's time to rebuild your empire. It's time to initiate your entrepreneur dreams. Empower your dreams with NSV Wings. Get your 2-year personal loan for just 7% per annum, starting from 500,000 rupees to 10 million rupees. All you need is just one guarantee. NSV Wings. Recharge the high goals.
Economic news, courtesy of...
Congratulations on your promotion. When will be our treat, huh?
How about today?
Oh no, I was just joking.
It's fine. I have my LOLC credit card with me. Let's go out today.
Introducing LOLC Finance Credit Cards. Fuel the goodness in you.
Economic news. The World Bank has provided a loan of $200 million for 3 major irrigation projects in the country. The loans are expected to be used by the government of Sri Lanka for several irrigation projects, including in the medium-term investment plan for the irrigation sector to be implemented during the period 2020 to 2025. That was a look at economic news. Finally, we take a look at the weather report.
Hello, Putta. Did you land already?
We're in transit and our flight got delayed.
How is Shani? Poor thing with her pregnancy.
Calm down, everything is sorted. Why, I have my LOLC World Card with me. We are at the VIP lounge.
LOLC Finance Credit Cards. Fuel the goodness in you.
The Department of Meteorology says the cyclonic storm NOV over the southwest Bay of Bengal was located 325 kilometers to the east of the Kankesantore coast this morning. It is very likely to intensify into a severe cyclonic storm and is expected to move northwestwards and across the Tamil Nadu coast of India during the next 36 hours. Under the influence of the aforementioned system, the possibility for intermittent showers or thunder showers and sudden roughness associated with a sudden increase of wind speed up to 80 to 100 kilometers per hour is high over the eastern and northern deep and shallow sea areas during the next 24 hours. There is a possibility that near-shore sea areas off the coast extending from Mannar to Pothaville via Kankesantore, Trincomalee and Batticaloa may experience surge due to the effect of swell waves having 2.0 to 3.0 meters high during the next few days. Naval and fishing communities are warned not to venture into the sea areas extending from Puttalam to Pothaville via Mannar, Kankesantore, Trincomalee and Batticaloa. That was a look at the weather report. To end tonight's news broadcast, we take a look at the headlines again. Minister Kehelia Rambukwella says that the government is committed to steer the country towards prosperity even amidst the COVID-19 pandemic. The government has provided a sum of 2.48 billion rupees to provide relief to the pandemic-affected residents of the Colombo district. COVID-19 recovery is near 15,000. The total number of cases reported in the country thus far reached 20,795. The cyclonic storm NOV over the southwest Bay of Bengal may cause showers, high winds and sudden roughness in sea areas around the island. A new army unit has been established for disaster management. And finally, news from overseas, Trump accepts US presidency transition to Biden must begin.